WCCO's Since We Last Met, proudly sponsored by United Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Tim Knoll, CEO of United Healthcare, Medicare and Retirement. Welcome to the 2022 Minnesota State Fair. Starting from humble beginnings in 1977, United Healthcare has grown into a healthcare leader. We're dedicated to helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone. Every day, our 18,000 employees here in the Gopher State work to help simplify the healthcare experience, support people's health and wellness needs, and build trusted relationships with doctors and hospitals. It's an honor to offer a wide variety of health benefits programs to people in our home state. Whether buying as an individual employer, enrolling in a Medicare or Medicaid plan, we have something for everyone. And our commitment to Minnesota goes beyond healthcare products and services. We're investing in communities, addressing social needs like food insecurity, building playgrounds, helping improve children's physical activity, and increasing access to affordable housing. Our people are committed to the communities where they live and work. We are made in Minnesota, and we are proud to call it our home. On behalf of everyone at United Healthcare, we hope you have a great time here at the Great Minnesota Get-Together.
When it was time to sign up for a Medicare plan, Mom didn't know which way to turn. But thanks to the Right Plan Promise from United Healthcare, she got a Medicare plan expert to help guide her to the right plan with the right care team behind her.
Wow,
And for her, it's a Medicare plan with the AARP name.
I hope I can keep up.
The Right Plan Promise, only from United Healthcare. Get help finding your plan at uhc.com/Medicare.
There's nothing like the Minnesota State Fair. 12 days of losing ourselves in the lights, the screams, the spinning and prancing, the blue ribbons, butterheads, and the applause. And of course, all our favorite foods on a stick. WCCO is so excited to be back here with you. When the lights of the Midway went out last year, we were already looking forward to this year. But so much has happened in the days between. Let's take a look back at some of the people, places, and experiences that captured our attention since we last met.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2022 Minneapolis Aquatennial.
And this year it's back to normal, which really feels good.
It's beautiful. I haven't been since I was a little kid, like probably 40-some years ago.
A summer favorite makes a return to the Twin Cities. Rock the Garden is back.
A very special tradition returned to St. Paul today.
The annual St. Patrick's Day Parade is back.
That is the Minnesota State Hockey Tournament. It is starting today at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul. It's extremely exciting to be back here after last year.
Tens of thousands celebrated Twin Cities Pride today.
And who's ready for a parade?
All the beautiful costumes, all the beautiful people.
Our new Miss Minnesota is Rachel Evangelisto.
Rachel Evangelisto is a member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe and the first Indigenous woman to wear this crown in our state.
A crucial staff member is back at a hospital in Coon Rapids.
The halls of Mercy Hospital have a highly anticipated visitor returning.
Hello.
Ranger is ready to greet patients.
We're so happy that the cherry was repainted in New York, but it belongs here, and it's great to have it back.
The snow began falling while the cherry was secured into place.
It's a beautiful moment. You know, it's just a moment for Minnesota and Minneapolis.
George Floyd's family members helped reveal the street sign bearing his name. Just one more memorial at an intersection that will never be the same.
Tonight, artists unveiled this massive mural in downtown Minneapolis, lit up in honor of Prince.
He's left a legacy that'll never be forgotten.
Most of the kids, you think, are most of the kids in favor of the picketing?
Yep.
How come?
I'd say when it comes to the discovery,
We didn't make the discovery, but Joe and I are the lucky ones who get to investigate it, you would say.
Yep.
But it did begin because we had been in the midst of a teacher strike, and one of our managers wanted to look back at the teacher strike in Minneapolis from 1970.
And he came across this scene where a reporter was interviewing some kids outside of a school, and he happened upon this one shot. He said, "My God, that looks like Prince."
Well, the artist known as Prince, we go back as far as kindergarten at John Hale Elementary in North Minneapolis.
Terry lived next door to Prince as a teenager, was in one of their first bands together, Grand Central. This is a real
What was his nickname
friend.
for Prince?
Oh, so he called him Skipper.
That's Skipper! Oh my God! And that's Ronnie Kitchen. Oh my gosh! That's him.
And that fully confirmed, like, not only is this a friend, he knew him by that nickname we only saw in pictures. He kept saying Skipper.
I don't think I've done a story in my many years here that has this feeling or evokes this kind of emotion, and I think the viewers are gonna feel it too.
I think they should get a better education too, and I think they should get some more money, cause they be working extra hours for us.
Right here, the start of a new era for Minnesota sports behind me.
If you can't make it to the field, be sure to tune in here with us at CBS News Minnesota, streaming partner with the Minnesota Aurora.
A sellout crowd is celebrating the start of a new Minnesota sports team.
The Minnesota Aurora kicked off its inaugural season tonight at TCO Stadium in Eagan.
As a kid, I always wondered why we didn't have like a women's team in Minnesota.
Then the winner from Maya in Kaawa. Aurora wins playoff game number 1, 2-1 the final.
Minnesota Vixen are in Canton, Ohio, where tomorrow they play for the national championship in women's football. It'll be big for a few reasons. The title game is a chance at revenge, redemption, and much-deserved recognition and respect.
The national spotlight was on Minneapolis this weekend as the women's Final Four brought not only basketball, but all of the events along with it. 9-year-old Maddie came early to see UConn star and Hopkins High School grad Paige Beckers walk by.
Piece of cake, we got it. Team. Short!
Minnesota upset the Badgers 23-13. Ruined their Big Ten championship hopes and created an evening to remember for everyone.
Regular season is over, but Timberwolves fans are ready for even more basketball. The team is in the NBA play-in tournament with a shot to make the playoffs for the first time in 4 years.
Carlos Correa has joined the team there, and he's getting his work in with the squad now. He knows what playing in October looks and feels like.
The Vikings officially have a new head coach. Today, Los Angeles Rams offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell accepted the job.
Last year, this game was canceled because of COVID. Today, they had to brave the cold. In the true spirit of Minnesota hockey and Minnesota hockey fans, they did just that. It is also 2 hours before game time, and the temperature is 5 below zero.
I've never been this cold in my life.
The Wild then took center stage and came up short.
It's embarrassing, I think, the first 2 periods.
From Target Field in the Winter Classic, I'm Mike Max.
No. Holy cow. There's a tornado, 100%.
Minnesota weather, to me, is the most exciting and extreme version of U.S. weather.
Our next weather alert includes tornado warnings and watches.
Whoa! Do you see that? That was my umbrella.
We're also going to have a few more next weather alert days. You see a slight risk. You're never bored forecasting the weather in Minnesota. I mean, we do have the 4 seasons. We have the constant change.
I like being out in the elements and getting out there with the Mobile Weather Lab. I hit the road in the Mobile Weather Lab this afternoon, drove south to Cannon Falls.
I mean, we have tornadoes in the summertime. We have blizzards in the wintertime.
We are looking at Wednesday as a next weather alert day.
Sometimes we have tornadoes in the wintertime, and sometimes it snows in April. I mean, we have everything here.
Well, this is good.
Nice,
Red.
This is actually really comfortable, and we'll send it back to you guys.
We as Minnesotans get very excited for our spring and summers. When we're coming out of winter and we see those first signs of 50 or 60 degree weather, we want to know that we can get outdoors and enjoy.
Of course, there's still time to get out and enjoy this top 10 weather day.
This is the best possible spot for a true weather nerd to be.
The federal case is now over for all 4 officers involved in the death of George Floyd.
I'm looking for closure, and I want to know why.
We, the jury on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree, find the defendant guilty.
Today we have gotten accountability. Yes. And that's what we've been asking for from the beginning.
On Wednesday, MPD officer Mark Hanneman shot and killed the 22-year-old Locke.
We don't need folks to sit around and feel pity for us. We need action.
The people expect a level of service. I would. And oftentimes we can't give it, not because we don't want to, but we're just not able to right now.
This issue of public safety was dividing all of us. We know that, things didn't turn out the way that some of us wanted, but now it's time for us to come together as a community and work on public safety. We deserve better.
And I want to get to the point where every officer has my appreciation.
And I thought it was really uplifting. It really did change my day. It starts with that kind gesture that Matthew has given us.
There's a true hero among us. A St. Cloud State swimmer named Marina Kuba is a Carnegie Medal winner.
I thought that they were laughing out in the water, but it turns out that they were actually screaming.
The family had been sucked right into the current.
I got to the uncle first. I was trying to talk to him and he was just like sobbing, I'm sure, like overwhelmed, not sure what's gonna happen.
But you were calm in that moment.
Yeah, because it's like that's what they needed. They needed me to like be there and get them back to the shore, you know. I'm sorry, this is like...
When the door got kicked in, they were frightened. I calmed them down and I had to get them out because the smoke started to fill it pretty good, and we got out.
A Minnesota veteran is using his massive social media following to change the lives of other veterans.
I'm Patriotic Kenny. You will be getting a mobility scooter. Vicki, I want to thank you for your service from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
What's going on, man? Good, how are you?
Minnesota Assistance Council for Veterans, or MACV, our mission is ending veteran homelessness.
I got me an apartment, so I'm happy now.
Thanks to MACV.
Yeah, thanks to MACV.
I love the Stand Down because it really shows veterans in our community how much we care for them, how much we are here for them, and how we're here to help. It's just one big place where all brothers and sisters who serve come together. It's where they can get everything done, from haircuts to finding clothing to finding legal help to finding housing to finding jobs.
Everything, all the above. Yeah, definitely the food too.
What's better than a meal at Christmas? You sit down somewhere that's clean and it's warm and you're surrounded by people who really care that you're here.
Thank you, WCCO, and the other people that put this on for us.
Wow, so much happens in a year. And every year, the State Fair gives us an opportunity to celebrate together. And that's why we look forward to seeing you again, same time next year.